Hella fellas. Welcome back to Top 5 Choices. Today's video I am gonna do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best Bluetooth speakers. After doing proper researches, we came to the conclusion that meets the best in terms of overall. Kindly leave a like if you find this helpful, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't. We'll be back with more videos. The JBL Go 3 is a portable, budget-friendly speaker. It's well built, and it has an IP67 rating for dust and water resistance. Though we don't test for this, you can even use the attached strap to hang it off your backpack when you're on the go. While its sound profile is quite balanced, it lacks a lot of low bass, which can be disappointing for fans of bass-heavy music. Also, it doesn't support voice assistant technology. The JBL Go 3 is acceptable for outdoor use since it can be powered by a battery. You don't need to plug it into an outlet to use it. Also, it's rated IP67 for dust and water resistance, though we don't test for this. Unfortunately, it doesn't get very loud, and its sound profile lacks a lot of low bass. The JBL Go 3 is a small speaker that fits easily in your hand. There's a built-in hook on the side, so you can hang it from your bag or backpack. There's a large JBL logo on the front, and you can choose from lots of different color variants based on your preferences. The build quality is impressive, just like the JBL Clip 4. Its materials feel solid, and there's a tight netting that wraps around most of the The design of the JBL Charge 5 is an iteration of the cylindrical design it has had for years. The biggest visual change is the large JBL logo on the front of the speaker. On the front, the individual power LEDs have moved from the bottom base to an LED strip under the JBL logo, which looks sleeker. Physical controls remain the same with slightly raised buttons on top of the speaker. There are buttons to control playback, volume, power, Bluetooth pairing, and party boost around the back. The JBL Charge 5 has a waterproof USB-C charging port, as well as a flap hiding the USB-A port that can be used to charge up your smartphone. The Charge 5 drops support for the 3.5mm AUX jack from the JBL Charge 4, which is a bummer for some who have legacy devices they want to hook up. In terms of technical specs, the Charge 5 includes Bluetooth 5.1, a 7,500 mAh battery capacity, and a frequency response rated 65 Hz 20 kHz. However, like other JBL portable speakers, the 3.9x 3.9x 1.4-inch STOMRBOX Micro isn't the smallest Bluetooth speaker you'll find, but it's small enough. It's comparable to the 5.4x 3.8x 1.8-inch JBL Clip 3. At 0.6 pounds, it's also light enough to stash in your bag without weighing you down. On the front of the speaker, you'll find controls for volume and a multifunction button that can play/pause songs, skip tracks, and activate Siri, among other things. The bottom features the power button, battery indicator, and Bluetooth pairing button. A USB-C port on the right side is for charging the battery. The STOMRBOX Micro delivers very good sound for a speaker this size. It has especially impressive bass, something few micro Bluetooth speakers can manage, including the Clip 3. It also spreads sound fairly wide for a small speaker. The STOMRBOX Micro can play for up to 8 hours on a full charge. That's a little less than many portable Bluetooth speakers. For example, the Clip 3 is good for 10 hours, after listening for more than 5 hours at low volume. The STOMRBOX Micro had about 2/5 THs of its power left, meaning that the 8 hours the company claims is pretty accurate. The STOMRBOX Micro paired easily with my phone and maintained a strong connection from 100 feet away indoors. It can connect to 2 devices simultaneously, allowing you to easily switch who is playing tunes. The TRIBIT STOMRBOX Micro is an excellent value, and its small size makes it great for listening on the go. It delivers a sound that is bigger than you'd expect, and it produces good bass. While the sound lacks some detail, it produces better overall sound than the JBL Clip 3. You have to step up in price and sacrifice size if you want something that sounds even better. The Ultimate Ears Wonderboom 2 is fuller and richer overall, but it's also slightly bigger and more expensive. The STOMRBOX Micro doesn't have many bells and whistles. It's just a simple portable Bluetooth speaker that's affordable, easy to take with you, and sounds good. With an IP67 rating, the STOMRBOX Micro can withstand both water and dust. You can blast it with water, but it shouldn't be submerged. I ran it under the faucet for a few seconds without any damage. By comparison, the Clip 3 has better water resistance and can be submerged in water. The Flip 5S design will allow you to show off its talents almost anywhere. Just half a kilo/1 pound and the size of a small thermal flask, the compact yet robust Flip 5 can be easily carried in a hand, slipped into a bag or, thanks to the shoelace strap, hung on, say, a door handle in a bedroom or tree in a park. Already picturing your new portable speaker soundtracking your summer picnic? Know that weather would need to be considered to save your snacks, but not the speaker. Its IPX7 waterproof rating means it can be immersed in water up to a meter deep for a maximum of 30 minutes. The passive base radiators at either end are recessed enough into the tubular housing to avoid easily damaging them, although we'd be cautious shoving it haphazardly into a bag carrying sharp or pointed objects. Whichever finish takes your fancy, you get the same straight-up, no-frills portable speaker. There's Bluetooth playback, of course. Simply press the dedicated button to initiate pairing. JBL's Party Boost function that pairs Flip 5 or Pulse 4 speakers either for stereo pairing or simultaneous playback in the companion JBL Connect app, and a USB-C slot for charging. And that really is your lot. JBL has decided not to equip the Flip 5 with an AUX socket for hardwiring a smartphone or alternative audio device, nor is there a built-in microphone to facilitate hands-free calls and Siri and Google Assistant activation. They're both surprising omissions considering their presence on the Flip 4, although perhaps more unusual is its support of Bluetooth 4.2 over the newer 5.0 standard. The JBL Extreme 3 is a medium-sized portable speaker with built-in hooks so that you can attach it to a carrying strap. It has over 12 hours of continuous playback time. It's rated IP67 for dust and water resistance, although we don't currently test for this, which makes it well suited for outdoor use. That said, it has a warm sound profile, and it lacks low bass. It also doesn't have an EQ to help tweak its sound to your liking. It doesn't have any voice assistant capabilities either, and there are compression artifacts at max volume. The JBL Extreme 3 isn't bad for music. It has a warm sound profile with a neutral mid-range, so vocals are fairly clear and accurate. However, it struggles to reproduce low bass and its treble is underemphasized, so the upper harmonics of voices and instruments sound veiled. It lacks an EQ to help customize its sound, and while it can get fairly loud, there are compression artifacts present at max volume. The JBL Extreme 3 is a medium-sized cylindrical speaker that can be placed vertically or horizontally. It has two built-in low-profile hooks on its top side so you can attach its carrying strap.